Welcome to episode 224 of Pimp My Setup, recorded live on May 4th, 2017. My name's Matt Philly. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Pretty cool lightsaber. Anyways, yeah, May the 4th be with you if that's something you're into. Okay. Anyways, welcome to Pimp My Setup. Quick note, we are making big changes to the schedule. If you watch live, you would know all about it because we've talked about it in detail, but for those of you that don't, here's the news. No more Tuesday and Thursday episodes. We're going to be switching to just every Sunday, a new episode of Pimp My Setup, and we're going to make it a lot better. So instead of getting 3 terrible shows a week, you're going to get 1 badass, action-packed, explosion-full episode every week, right, Tom?
Yes.
So stay tuned. We're going to have a lot of fun with that. We'll see how it goes. Who knows? Maybe we'll just stop Pimp My Setup altogether. Or who knows? Maybe we'll switch to 7 days a week. Or who knows? Maybe I'll die tomorrow and then it won't even be an issue. But anyways, let's not waste any time. Hop right into the first set of the day, submitted by Oneel. Oneel's 25 years old. He's an IT technician. He used to be a console peasant, but not anymore. Mainly a gamer, but also has a bit of interest into video editing, graphic design, stuff like that. And if you just kind of use your eyes here and you look through the setup, you're going to notice that there's a PC on top of the desk and a PC down below. The PC down below is actually his server. Okay, so I don't know specifically what the usage is for it, but I do know there are 2 computers. So interesting. Now, at first glance, I was like, woo, pretty colors, and look at the wallpaper. But then at the same time, I was like, oh, something about this is really rubbing me the wrong way. And I think that what it really comes down to is the dresser, in addition to the desk. The desk works, don't get me wrong, but I think the size of the desk, the kind of desk, I've always hated those desks. I think if he had the dresser out of the photo, had a bigger desk in that same layout, same L shape, and had the TV mounted above, that right there would have been like bam bam, shablang dang da dang dang. You know what I'm saying, Tom?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's familiar with that.
Yeah, that language is great with me.
Yep. Right? So honestly, that's just like the first thing, but let's be realistic. He probably has his clothes in there. I mean, that's what that's mainly used for. So, realistically speaking, yeah, it's not bad at all. It's actually pretty dope, but it just feels more cluttered, even though it's not really cluttered. It just feels claustrophobic. Maybe is that the right way to explain it?
I could see that. Yeah,
it's just like seems close. We're missing that speaker, blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, when you really do break it apart, usability's there. He's got accessories, tons of beautiful little LEDs. It's a really nice, out of sight, out of mind's great. Do we see anything on the desk that he doesn't need, that he doesn't use? No, it's a great setup. You just have to look past, the things that I personally don't like. So I don't know what you guys think, but
the games that are taped to his wall or Velcro to his wall.
Yeah, that is one thing I was going to say. Theme is another thing that lacked in this setup. So it's just really the furniture, which I know everyone's like, I can't afford the furniture, man. You could have got those things that we can't afford. But really, theme, it would have been better without that stuff, even on the wall, honestly. Yeah. Just maybe like a single poster would solve the riddle here, So just kind of, if he had more room, everything would be perfect about this setup, really. And he is using the Arion Legacy speakers, the exact ones that we have.
Yeah.
So shout out to ourselves. They sound great. They're really, really good. So we did a review. Go check it out. Not sponsored, but please sponsor us. Anyways, I really do think it's an amazing setup. Very, very cool. Cable management's pretty good as well. He's got some wraps, some looms, some stuff like that. And that's really about the only cable we see that doesn't seem to be controlled, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
The rest are sort of like, yeah, what up? Anyways, next photo, next setup submitted by Simon. Simon says, bleh. No, just kidding. 19 years old, uses setup for writing, filming, and editing videos. Going to sell his iMac since he barely uses it. Thank God he said that, because I was about to rip into him. Granted, his score was absolutely butchered because it's still there. But anyways, he works at IKEA. What?
No way.
It would have been funny if he didn't even have an IKEA desk or anything.
He's
like
like,
that.
I just hate IKEA and its furniture.
God, I hate it, man. It's the worst. He also makes YouTube videos if you want to go check it out. Simon Carterud. It's just Simon. Karterud. But yeah, it's funny because, and someone actually said it in chat already, he's got McFarlane Way. Oh God, this guy likes Seth MacFarlane. Yeah. Anyways, so this
Is it
setup.
Seth MacFarlane for Seth MacFarlane?
What?
I'm pretty sure it has a D in it.
No.
I don't know. I remember having a D in it. I don't know why.
Is it? No, I think that's just how some people say it. No, it's Seth MacFarlane. Far lane. Far away lane. Anyways, okay. So what I see here is hipster, Mac-loving, coffee-sucking little bitch. No, I'm just kidding. Come on, some people are going to find that funny. The PC guys are going to love it. I actually, realistically, I'm on a Mac right now. I think Macs are pretty good. I like both, okay? I really do like both. I think you can easily find a balance. You could have a Mac, you could have a PC. Who cares? You could be using Linux, okay? You can use whatever your little heart desires. But when I look at this setup, I think, yeah, he's going for the trendy kind of look. You know, he's got a little bit of like the retro signs mixed in with some like that fresh birch. Ooh, I like it. But when you break down the whole usability side of it, you kind of want to beat him over the head with a bat, because it's like, okay, so what is it that you use? Obviously, before reading the email, you would not have any info regarding the iMac, but he's got the keyboard and mouse set up for the iMac. So it really irritates you because, realistically speaking, the usability is just awful. So why not? I mean, if you're really going to sell the iMac, then this is a waste of my time and your time, because you're not even going to have it. So I guess let's talk about accessories for the laptop. Maybe get a stand, something like that brings it up, elevates it a little bit, you know, get an external keyboard. So when you're sitting at your desk, it's like, cool, I got, you know, external peripherals, I got speakers set up, because accessories, you lost a lot of points on that. Headphones, stuff like that, because the whole idea of having a desk set up at your house specific to something like a laptop is that it's going to be even better than using it how it is when you're just on the go. And the beauty is, we've seen it time and time again, you just unplug everything and then take the laptop on the go. It's as simple as that. So honestly, personally, I would just say get rid of the iMac, like you said, sell it, get money for it, and then put that money towards, you know, it's not even going to cost all the money, just some accessories, little things here and there, make it a better experience for your laptop, and then go ahead and just unplug, take it on the go, bada bing, bada boom. But what do you think, Tom? Not really anything.
I feel like you can keep the Apple peripherals and just get white speakers or like gray speakers or something like that.
Yeah.
And then complete. You're basically done.
Yeah, go for the Apple look, the Apple Store look.
Yeah, because I don't think he's really into probably like Razer peripherals or you know, Corsair and all that. So like keep it simple, you know?
Yeah, keep it simple, stupid. Anyways.
And what is this? What is that?
I don't know. It's something with that. Maybe it's storage, like hard drives, or maybe it's a teapot. I don't know. Give a shit.
It looks like there's something for like, you know.
Yeah, that's why like the handle there.
Yeah. That's weird. I don't know. Someone
probably knows in chat, and they're gonna be like, "How do you host Pimp my setup? You don't know what that is? What are you, dumb?"
Cable management's good too.
Yeah. Thanks.
There's really no cables.
That's I mean, really, it's just the Apple iMac cable. Anyways, let's move on. See, what the another laptop setup. Take a look at this one, submitted by Dan, who is 13. It is a coffee machine. Oh, so I was kind of right. It's like a teapot, but not.
It's like a little coffee
machine. Why do you put an Apple logo on it? God. Anyways, he's 13. He's set up for schoolwork and gaming, and man, it's hot in here.
It's really not that hot.
It is actually pretty hot. I am morbidly obese, so I would appreciate some airflow, but it's okay. So take a look at this. I actually really like this. Now, I'm not a huge fan of certain aspects, but I can overlook it and see the bigger picture. So,
because this is Dan's room setup.
It is. That is actually adorable. He's 13. He probably was like, I'm going to do this for my photo and put it up. And honestly, I actually think that's pretty badass.
Yeah.
I wonder if it stores all the letters inside of the actual.
I wouldn't be surprised.
That's because that would be smart.
Yeah.
I like it. I actually think it's really cool. So here's the thing. The next photo, let's just look at that for a second.
Okay.
Can I beat him over the head with a bat? Can I?
No, he's young.
Okay, well, I just think the Xbox box gotta go. You know what I'm saying?
But it's holding his power brick.
And his games. Oh, no. What does he do now?
Little bead thing.
Okay. Honestly, I would just clean that up, because you could put the power brick into the actual specific section of the desk meant for things like that. What the hell? You wouldn't even be able to piece that together if it wasn't for my help. And then, of course, the games, you could always come up with a spot for it. You have a lot of different drawers. You could put it elsewhere. But I just think cleaning that up is going to help a lot. And it's not even for, like, making it more usable. It's just to look nicer. You know what I mean? Yeah. What I think about the actual usability of the setup itself, it's good. I mean, he's got cable drops on the right side for, all the other things that he would possibly need. Chargers, Apple Watch charger, blah, blah, blah. Like, that's really smart. That's great. It comes out of the grommet. I like it. External peripherals, which is always nice. His Xbox and stuff like that. Am I a huge fan of the screen being in the spot that it's at? Not necessarily, but I think if you were to move it closer, it becomes an issue on plugging things from the laptop, and he doesn't want to make it any more difficult than it needs to be. And I think it's fine. I don't really think it's like life-changing. It needs to be fixed ASAP Rocky. Am I right? I think it's fine. I think it's a good setup. I think for a 13-year-old, this is more than enough. This is... he's got his tablet, he's got his laptop, he's got a screen for his Xbox. I mean, this kid's got everything he could possibly need for now. So obviously over time, maybe you want to add things like a legitimate speaker, not an external Bluetooth speaker, just little things like that. But I honestly think you're on the right track. And speaking of track, he does have cars on the shelf, which I don't know come through on the show. And if you go full shot, you could just... Oh, yeah, okay, there you go. They were cut off in the photo regardless, but hey, look at that. He's got cars, and get it? I said track because sometimes people drive cars on a track. Okay, all right. And yes, everyone's freaking out in the second photo. There is an empty bin for once. Dan, congratulations. You're not a scrub.
He's not spoiled at all. This is a 13-year-old that's not spoiled, and he's using his stuff, and it just looks
smart.
Great. Yeah, he
seems like a smart kid.
And I can't wait for him to get a job so he can get money and start spending because he knows what he's doing.
Pay rent. Your mom is pissed off. No, I'm just kidding. All right, next set of the day submitted by John, who's 15. Use a setup for light gaming, homework, and media consumption. Now, it's funny because this... Okay, Tom, let's not hurt this kid's feelings until I say this tidbit. I'm almost positive this is a kid. Obviously, he's a little bitch, but he used to, like, go into the chat room, like, talk crap. And he was, like, on the Facebook group, like, Matt Philly, you suck. So I'm almost positive. If it's not him, I do apologize. But I'm almost positive when I looked at the email. I was like, this little bitch. And, of course, Tom's the one that accepts the setups. So I was like... Of course. I mean, he's going to get in. What does Tom know about, like, every little incident? So I'm going to treat you like a normal person. And thank God your setup looks like this because it makes my life easier. But what did you do to the damn walls? Did you, like, I don't know, run a marathon in mud and then put your feet all up against the wall?
Honestly, looks better with the flash off.
Yeah. Oh, God. It looks better if you just never submitted in the first place. You're gonna have to... I would not even paint over that. I'd probably like, scrub the shit out of it with Mr. Clean's bald head first, and then maybe afterwards paint it. But like, I think that's just mess.
I think that's just like grime. I think it's permanent, to be honest. Otherwise, I feel like his parents or someone would do something to it.
Obviously, his parents don't love him. I mean, he's talking shit about me. I lied, but honestly, I would just try to clean it first, and then if there's really no hope, maybe knock the house down. Or paint it.
Something to cover it.
Yeah, you got to do something because that's just nasty. And it's like, I'll be honest, your setup's actually great. And that's what really pisses me off too. But at least your walls were dirty as hell. So do something about the walls. I'm on the verge of just vomiting all over my screen. So let's be real though. Go back to the dirty ass photo real quick. Look at the cable management. That's really good. He's got his power strip nicely screwed on down to the bottom of the desk, hanging out. We don't see any cables drooping. The cables in the right side going to the outlet, run up the leg beautifully. I mean, that is textbook cable management right there. As much as I hate to say it, that's a damn good job. The actual desk itself, again, screw you, but really nice job. Just out of sight, out of mind, usability, accessories, really pretty damn good. Of course, we don't see speakers, and I know some people are like, I don't need speakers. Maybe blah, 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 blah. But speakers, I think would be nice. Headphones, I also think would be nice. And then theme, I think theme needs to be worked on a little bit. Yes, you have BB-8. Yes, you have Darth Vader, but more needed. Show us what's up. What's your color theme? Black and red, or what about the blue that we're seeing in some different accessories? Kind of like finish the story here, but first, let me take a selfie. No, first, do something about the walls. Because, I mean, honestly, the setup's not bad at all. And it's a really good setup, right, Tom?
Yeah, it's a good setup. It's just, it just doesn't look great.
Yeah,
like it's like
because of that.
Yeah.
And also he has his PlayStation 4 Pro set up the way where it shows the rubber feet, which I guess is cool because it's like, you know, the
different.
The button, the triangle, square, circle, X. But I wonder if the other side would look even nicer. I don't know. It doesn't really matter, but not bad at all. Just really, it's the theme, the walls, and finalizing a color to kind of flow through. And if you're going to go for multiple colors, well, show more than 2 colors. Next setup submitted by Will. Will, you set up for to play games and watch YouTube videos. How old do you think he is?
15.
9 years old. 9. Look at that monitor. My dude's got an LG ultra wide with his little puppy. What the?
He's so cool because he has the sidebar, the taskbar on the side.
Like, I don't need my taskbar on below, dude. I'm too busy.
Dude, I gotta show off more of my dog.
Yeah, this is insane. For being 9 years old, just be prepared for the comments about you saying how you're a spoiled little brat.
Setup title, 9-year-old setup.
Yeah, but here's the thing, Will. I would assume you're a pretty badass dude, right? So here's the thing. When I look at this setup, my initial thoughts was, okay, yeah, he's got to be younger. He's got the emoji pillow, the Minecraft pillow. Nothing wrong with that. I think it's pretty dope. But I could tell by the way everything was done, it does look a little bit on the younger side. And there's nothing wrong with that. It does look like a pretty clean start. You just kind of put things together. And, you know, that's mainly due to the like empty walls and not a lot going on. Yeah, maybe a pop vinyl here and there. So I think really theme is going to help quite a bit. Adding that, you like Minecraft? Let's see some cool stuff up on the wall, whether it's a poster, whether it's the pickaxe, the torch, whatever it is. I think that would definitely make the setup look pretty cool because you even have the mouse pad, the Creeper Minecraft mouse pad, which is cool. Now, the other thing I would say is, what is the usability like for that monitor above? Is it fully usable? Because I don't know if I'm really seeing how that would be comfortable for my head. But even more so uncomfortable, I think that left monitor, I'm not sure if I really understand what that's for. It looks like he has a little box there. I think that's probably like a TiVo, a DVR kind of thing.
Yeah, it's got the remote on top. So
yeah, so I guess that's where you watch TV. But I mean, are you like, oh, my favorite show's on it?
Because his bed's off in the back left corner or whatever.
Well,
so.
yeah, I highly doubt unless he had like a magnifying glass, you could see the TV. Yeah, he's like, damn. So honestly, I think if the monitor above, I would assume the monitor above isn't nearly as bad as the monitor over there. So again, you're 9 years old. Over time, you save up money, you do some different things, you know, recycle cans, whatever it is, save up some cash, and then get yourself a cheap Insignia TV, because those are cheap as hell, but they work great. And what the hell is that outside?
I don't know.
That's really annoying.
It's like a power washer.
Yeah, really. I don't know if you guys could even hear that, but I can hear it and it's driving me insane. So if you save up literally for like $200, $300, you get a big Insignia TV and you can put that in a good spot, so that I would honestly maybe not focus on having something to the left side for media consumption when it comes to like your TV. That's getting closer and closer.
It is. I hope it's not Dad, because he said he's going to mow the lawn today. But I think he's going to do that later.
If it is him, I will go out there and push him under the lawn lower. But anyways, I think honestly what it comes down to is just get a big TV to go right above your monitor. That way you can enjoy TV while actually using your setup. Have an angle down at the right angle. And I think it would be a killer setup. And then, of course, cable management. We've seen this before. You could actually buy plates, because you did the cutout from the wall. You could actually buy plates that cover that up.
I don't think he did that.
Well, I'm saying for reference for whoever, you could buy plates that go into that so that you can have it look a little bit neater. And then, other than the power strip, you're not really using the Signum. So using masking tape and all that, not ideal either. Use Velcro, that way you can undo it easy. And maybe try to hide the cables a little bit better. Utilize that Signum. And not bad at all, though. I really do think it's good. Now, there's a little bit of an issue with the next setup.
Oh.
Next setup. That was the first photo. I accidentally numbered it wrong. So that's the under desk photo, and then there's the actual one. So Ashley 14, you set it for League of Legends and CSGO. I'm almost positive it's a guy. because Ashley is a dude's name.
Sure.
What?
I mean, it's
I'm almost positive it is. Guys in the chat, is it a dude's name as well?
It could be a dude's name, I guess.
Yeah. Now, I always hate doing that because the person's probably sitting there like, you son of a bitch. But let's just talk about this. Another laptop in this setup. Okay, see, obviously you're not using the screen on the laptop, right? So close it up, get a docking station, make it look pretty in the corner. Don't just leave it open like that. That's a waste of space, and you can honestly make it look a lot better. People are saying it's only a female's name.
I feel like I've heard someone called Ashley. That's a guy.
We're gonna check this out. Ashley, if you're a female, I'm sorry, but I'm almost positive
that's like calling a girl David. I mean,
Yes, Ashley is a unisex name.
I feel like you can have any name and it could be.
But then again, we can't assume gender in 2017, so we will refer to
them.
Them.
It is not.
Check out them setup.
Check out their setup.
So looking at this, well, someone says it's not unisex in their opinion. I don't think that really matters if it's.
Oh, in your opinion, okay.
Oh, so okay. If your name's Ashley, you're a man. Get out of here. But anyways, honestly, a docking station would really help. It would make it look good. You could have it sort of angled, and it would just help because that way you don't just have what looks to be a turned off laptop in the corner. Obviously, it's being used, but also certain docking stations, depending on your make of your laptop, can actually have all of the ports out of the back, the I/O. So basically, you can make cable management even nicer. Now, the left side, out of sight, out of mind, obviously not my favorite because you just have boxes and random things here and there. So maybe a little something to kind of pretty that up, take the pop vinyls out of the box if you're into that. I personally think it looks better like that. But maybe get a storage thing for underneath the desk. That would look good. But it's really a simple setup. You got speakers. I don't see any headphones. So maybe headphones, you could add that to the setup. And it's just like straight to the point. No theme other than that one poster, which is cool, but maybe a little bit more to go with it. And then, of course, under the desk, cable management's not awful. It's just not amazing. Few things here and there that could easily be fixed to improve it quite a bit. But, hey, using fold-out tables, nothing wrong with that. I think you did a pretty good job, regardless of what people say. So simple, not a lot to say. Unless you have something you want to drop. No? Good?
Yeah,
okay.
Good.
Final step of the day, submitted by Josh, who is 16, uses it for gaming and planning designs for school since he's studying carpentry. Yeah! He built the desk all by himself. He took a kitchen tabletop, put some wood underneath, and drilled the legs in. And
called it a day.
Called it a day. Now, here's the thing. I love and hate this setup for a few reasons. Not bad, but few things that could be fixed. Staying on this photo, the TV, double chin, fatter than your mom. Okay? Honestly, that obviously I like saying obviously, but
obviously.
I mean that's not a brand new TV. So maybe down the road you could upgrade that to a fat ass LG HDR sexual TV that would just look great. Now the other thing is just what you did with the desk. I guess I look at your room in the far back photo there, and I just think maybe you should have went for like an L desk. But then I think, oh, his couch is there. And I'm just like, okay, well, here's the problem. The PC doesn't really fit on there. It doesn't. It looks out of place. It's being covered. It doesn't have LEDs or anything. So put it down on the ground, center yourself so you could have more space. Because I feel like also with the way the monitor stand is, it's like taking up so much space. It's like, ugh, I don't know if you really have enough room, especially since they have legs to hold up the monitor piece. So I just see that being sort of like annoying, and they look like so curved in. Like that's why I'm starting to hate triple monitors, because I look at this and I'm like, that just doesn't look nice. So I think a triple monitor arm or mount or something like that would look pretty good. You kind of fix the angling a little bit, because it doesn't need to be like you're sitting inside of the screens. You know, they're like, oh my god, they're all around me.
Virtual reality.
Yeah, they don't need to be super turned in, just enough for a good viewing angle. So I think that would help. I'm not a huge fan of how that white piece looks. And then look at the bottom right of the first photo. It's just, you know, calculators and books and mice and remotes and wallet and bears and oh my god. So I definitely would fix that, put it into some storage underneath the desk. Got to figure something out for that. Your phone's in front of one of the speakers. The speakers have to lay down because of the monitor stand. So really, it just comes down to
that's pretty good.
Fixing the monitor stand, putting them on arms, and putting the speakers back up, having room for the phone so it doesn't have to be blocking stuff. Put the PC down below. Work on a theme. I'm not really seeing a theme here at all. I think that one photo right there, like, you have all that room. Do something cool with it. So, as much as I like what you're going for, I think you have all the good stuff. You just gotta complete the story. You know, finish the work.
I just feel like I know the TV's there because of the couch, but I would think of just maybe moving the TV off to the left wall, getting a little like mount thing to have it swivel towards you and like have it like that, and then you can have something above that, because I feel like it's too crowded in that spot. And I understand because the TV's there, it's the couch there, and it's perfect, you know, viewing angle, but I just don't think it works like that. I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting.
Try to think of new options, you know.
Great cable management though.
Yeah.
Is that duct tape on his chair? Oh no, is that just the material?
I think it's just the material.
Looks like duct tape. Anyways, that's really all I have to say about that. Not much else to say. Let's go to the beach. Now let's go to the scores. Oneel with an 86, Simon with a 70, Dan with a 78, John with an 82, Will with a 68, Ashley with a 70, Josh with a 72. I think I was actually pretty nice with the scores today. I think it was actually a pretty good episode. That's it. Thursday episodes are done. Tuesday episodes are done. I'm quitting the show. I'm just kidding. Every Sunday, 12 p.m. we're going to be live, and hopefully it's good. We'll see what happens. I haven't really planned for this Sunday's episode, but it's going to be it's good. Good, nice setup episode. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on Sunday.